what I'm about to share might shake you to your core. It's vital that you listen closely and keep an open mind, because this message, it's not for everyone. You're about to witness a revelation exclusively for the chosen ones. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If you're not one of the chosen, there's a good chance you won't make it to the end of this video. You might feel an urge to click away, to dismiss this as nonsense, and that's okay. If this doesn't resonate with your soul, if it doesn't set your spirit on fire, then by all means, feel free to move on. But if you are truly one of the chosen, everything I'm about to explain will click into place like the final piece of a cosmic puzzle. You'll feel it in your bones. That deep-seated recognition that, yes, this is meant for you. Still here? Good. Because what you're about to hear flies in the face of everything society has told you about success, happiness, and purpose. It's a message so potent, so contrary to the world's wisdom, that it might just turn your life upside down in the best way possible. You've been told that you're in control of your destiny, that with enough hard work and determination, you can shape your future. But what if I told you that there's an invisible hand guiding your path? What if those struggles you've been facing, those moments of doubt and despair, are actually part of a divine blueprint? Here's a thought that might make you uncomfortable. What if your failures aren't failures at all, but stepping stones to a purpose so grand you can't even fathom it yet? It's a concept that goes against everything our achievement-driven society preaches. And yet, for the chosen ones, it's a truth that resonates on a soul-deep level. But let me warn you, this isn't some feel-good, prosperity gospel nonsense. I'm not here to tell you that God wants you to be rich, famous, or problem-free. No, this message is far more profound, far more challenging, and infinitely more rewarding. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal to you the secret blueprint God has for your life. He'll show you how to tap into a power so immense it can move mountains, and how to connect with a community so strong it can weather any storm. You'll discover why August isn't just another month on the calendar, but a divine appointment with destiny. This message isn't for the faint of heart. It's not for those content with mediocrity or those unwilling to step out in faith. It's for the warriors, the dreamers, the ones who know in their gut that they're meant for something more. So, chosen one, are you ready to have your world rocked? Are you prepared to see your life through the lens of divine purpose? If so, buckle up, because what you're about to hear isn't just information, it's transformation. And by the end of this video, you'll never see your life, your struggles, or your purpose the same way again. The question is, are you brave enough to listen? Are you one of the chosen ones ready to receive these divine directions? Let's find out. In the depths of life's challenges, a divine message of hope echoes through the chaos. It's a whisper that cuts through the noise, reaching out to those who feel broken, discouraged, and lost. This isn't just another pep talk. It's a profound truth that has the power to transform lives. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a cliff, the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your heart is heavy, your spirit crushed. But right there, in that moment of despair, an invisible hand reaches out. That hand belongs to the Creator of the universe, and He's got a message just for you. I see you, He says. I see every tear, every struggle, every moment when you feel like giving up. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? The God who hung the stars in the sky is intimately aware of your pain. He's not some distant deity, indifferent to your suffering. No, He's right there in the trenches with you, ready to lift you up. But here's the kicker. God's compassion isn't just about making you feel better. It's about equipping you for something greater. Think of it like this. Have you ever watched a master craftsman at work? They take a rough, unpolished piece of material and with careful attention, transform it into something beautiful. That's exactly what God is doing with you right now. Your struggles, they're not punishments. They're preparation. Each challenge you face is like a chisel in the hands of the divine artist, shaping you into a masterpiece. It might hurt, it might be uncomfortable, but every strike is purposeful. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but how does that help me right now? Fair question. Here's the deal. Understanding God's compassion changes your perspective. Instead of seeing your hardships as roadblocks, you start to see them as stepping stones. It's like putting on a pair of spiritual glasses that suddenly bring everything into focus. Let's get practical for a moment. How can you tap into this divine compassion? Start by creating a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. This simple act can rewire your brain to focus on the positive, even in tough times. It's like flexing a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger your resilience becomes. Another powerful tool is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine God's love as a warm, golden light enveloping you. Feel it seeping into every pore, healing your wounds and filling you with strength. This isn't just some new age mumbo-jumbo. It's a way to make the abstract concept of divine compassion tangible and real in your life. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. God's compassion often flows through the people around you. Reach out to a trusted friend, a spiritual mentor, or a support group. Share your burdens. Let others lift you up. There's incredible power in community, in knowing that you're not facing your battles solo. As you embrace this truth of God's compassion, something remarkable starts to happen. Hope begins to flicker, like a small flame in the darkness. And here's the beautiful thing about hope. It's contagious. As you start to see your life through the lens of divine purpose, you become a beacon for others who are still stumbling in the dark. Now, let's dive deeper into this ocean of divine wisdom. There's a treasure trove of promises waiting to be uncovered, each one more valuable than gold. These aren't empty words or vague assurances, they're rock-solid guarantees from the architect of the universe. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a blueprint. But this isn't just any blueprint. It's the master plan for your life, drawn up by the ultimate designer. Every twist and turn, every high and low, it's all there, meticulously crafted with your name on it. Sounds pretty incredible, right? Well, that's exactly what God's promises are all about. Here's the thing. These promises aren't a one-size-fits-all deal. They're tailor-made for you, fitting your life like a glove. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sometimes, the path to fulfilling these promises looks nothing like what you'd expect. Remember Joseph from the Bible? Talk about a roller coaster ride. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused, thrown into prison. Not exactly the picture of a blessed life, is it? But every setback was actually a setup for his incredible comeback. God was using those challenges to shape Joseph into the leader who would save nations. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for Joseph, but what about me? I'm not saving nations here. Fair point. But here's the kicker. Your purpose is just as vital in God's eyes. Maybe you're being prepared to be the one person who can reach out to a struggling neighbor. Or perhaps you're being equipped to revolutionize your workplace with integrity and compassion. Your stage might look different, but the importance of your role is no less significant. So, how do you tap into these promises? It starts with faithfulness in the small things. Think of it like building a muscle. You don't start by lifting the heaviest weights. You begin with what you can handle and gradually increase. In the same way, being faithful with the little tasks, the seemingly insignificant responsibilities, prepares you for bigger assignments. Take a moment to reflect on your daily routine. Are there areas where you can exercise more faithfulness? Maybe it's being more diligent in your work, more patient with your family, or more consistent in your personal growth. These small acts of obedience are like stepping stones leading you to your destiny. But let's be real. Walking in God's promises isn't always a walk in the park. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when the path seems unclear. That's where trust comes into play. It's about taking that leap of faith even when you can't see the landing spot. Here's a practical way to build that trust. Start a promise journal. Write down the promises you find in Scripture or the ones you feel God has spoken to you personally. Revisit them regularly, especially when times get tough. It's like creating your own personal pep talk, reminding yourself of the bigger picture when the details get messy. As you lean into these promises, something extraordinary begins to unfold. You start to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. That difficult co-worker becomes a chance to practice patience. That financial setback becomes an invitation to trust in divine provision. It's a complete paradigm shift, transforming your everyday life into an adventure of faith. And here's the best part. As you live out these promises, you become a living testament to others. Your life becomes a beacon of hope, a tangible example of God's faithfulness. In a world starved for authenticity, your journey becomes a powerful story that could inspire countless others to embrace their own divine blueprints. As we journey deeper into this spiritual expedition, let's turn our attention to something truly electrifying: the dawn of new beginnings and the unveiling of divine purpose. Buckle up, because what's coming in August isn't just a change of season, it's a seismic shift in the spiritual realm. You know that feeling when you're on the cusp of something big? That tingling anticipation, the sense that you're about to step into a whole new chapter of your life? Well, multiply that by 1,000 each and you're getting close to what's on the horizon. August isn't just another month on the calendar. It's a divine appointment with destiny for the chosen ones. And if you're still here, listening intently, that probably includes you. This is the moment you've been prepared for. All those trials you've endured, all the times you felt like giving up, but pushed through anyway. They weren't just random hardships. They were boot camp, training you for this very moment. Picture a door, not just any door, but a massive, ornate gateway that's been locked for ages. You've probably walked past it 100 times, maybe even tried the handle once or twice. But come August, see, that door is swinging wide open. New opportunities, elevations, breakthroughs, they're all waiting on the other side. The question is, are you ready to step through? Now, let's get real for a second. This isn't some magic spell that's going to instantly transform your life without any effort on your part. Nope. This is more like surfing. The wave is coming. A big, beautiful, once-in-a-lifetime wave of opportunity, but you've got to be ready to catch it. You've got to be positioned correctly. You've got to have the skills, and most importantly, you've got to have the courage to ride it. So how do you prepare? Start by taking stock of your life. What skills have your challenges equipped you with? Maybe you've developed incredible resilience, or perhaps you've honed your ability to find creative solutions in tough situations. These aren't just survival tactics. They're the very tools you'll need to thrive in this new season. Here's a practical exercise. Grab a notebook and divide a page into 2 columns. In one column, list all the major challenges you faced. In the other, write down what each of those challenges taught you. You might be surprised to discover just how much wisdom and strength you've accumulated. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's about recognizing the unique set of abilities you bring to the table. But preparation isn't just about looking back. It's also about positioning yourself for what's to come. This is where faith comes into play. Faith is just believing. It's acting on that belief. It's about stepping out even when you can't see the whole path. Try this. Every morning in August, start your day by declaring, "I am ready for new opportunities." Then, take one small action that aligns with your goals. It could be reaching out to a new contact, learning a new skill, or even just organizing your workspace. These small steps are like signposts to the universe, saying, "I'm serious about this. Bring it on." Now, here's where it gets really exciting. As you step into these new opportunities, you're not just changing your own life, you're stepping into your divine purpose. You're becoming part of something bigger than yourself. Every choice you make, every challenge you overcome, is sending ripples through the fabric of reality, affecting lives in ways you might never fully comprehend. Think about it like this. You're not just writing your own story anymore. You're becoming a crucial character in a grand, cosmic narrative. Your journey of faith, your victories, even your struggles, they're all part of an inspirational saga that could spark hope in countless others. But remember, with great purpose comes great responsibility. As you rise to new heights, don't forget to reach back and lift others up. Your elevation isn't just for you. It's meant to position you where you can have maximum impact. You're being blessed to be a blessing, equipped to equip others. As the end of the year approaches, there's an electric anticipation in the air. Can you feel it? It's the buzz of potential, the hum of divine energy poised to burst into your reality. The curtain is about to rise on a new act in your life's play. The question is, are you ready to take center stage? As we continue our journey through this spiritual landscape, let's zoom in on two powerhouse tools that can turbocharge your walk of faith: prayer and community. These aren't just religious buzzwords. They're dynamic forces that can revolutionize your life and propel you towards your divine destiny. First up, let's talk about prayer. Now, forget everything you've heard about prayer being a boring, one-way monologue. Real prayer. It's a conversation. It's like having a direct line to the CEO of the universe. And here's the kicker. The line is always open, 247, no hold music, no voicemail. But here's where many folks trip up. They treat prayer like a cosmic vending machine. Insert request, expect immediate result. That's not how it works. Prayer is less about getting what you want and more about aligning yourself with a higher purpose. It's about tuning your spiritual radio to pick up on God's frequency. So how do you level up your prayer game? Start by mixing it up. If you're used to formal, structured prayers, try having a casual chat with God while you're doing the dishes. If you're more of a freestyle prayer warrior, try writing your prayers down in a journal. The key is to keep it fresh, keep it real, and keep it consistent. Here's a challenge for you. For the next week, start each day with a 5-minute prayer session. But here's the twist. Spend the first 4 minutes just listening. Create a quiet space. Close your eyes and simply be open to whatever thoughts or impressions come to mind. You might be surprised at the insights that bubble up when you give God the floor. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the power of community. In a world that's increasingly isolated, having a solid squad of believers around you isn't just nice, it's necessary. Think of it like spiritual CrossFit. Sure, You can work out alone, but having a team to cheer you on, spot you, and challenge you, that's when you see real gains. But let's be real. Finding and building community isn't always easy. It takes effort, vulnerability, and sometimes a bit of awkwardness. But trust me, it's worth it. A strong faith community can be your safety net when you're taking big leaps of faith, your cheer squad when you're climbing mountains, and your search party when you feel lost. So, how do you build this kind of community? Start small. Look for a local church or faith group that aligns with your values, but don't just attend, participate. Join a small group, volunteer for a service project, or even start a Bible study with a few friends. The key is to create regular touch points where you can connect, share, and grow together. Here's a practical tip. Create a faith buddy system. Find one or two people who are on a similar spiritual journey and commit to checking in with each other regularly. Share your victories, your struggles, your prayer requests. Hold each other accountable to your spiritual goals. It's like having a personal trainer for your faith. Now, here's where the magic happens, when you combine the power of prayer with the strength of community. Imagine having a group of people who don't just say they'll pray for you, but who actually do it regularly, passionately. That's spiritual dynamite, folks. Try this. Start a prayer chain in your community. Use a group chat or a social media group to share prayer requests and answers. Make it a point to celebrate together when prayers are answered. This not only strengthens your faith, but also knits your community closer together. Remember, you're not meant to walk this journey alone. Even Jesus, the ultimate spiritual guru, had his squad, the disciples. He knew the value of doing life together, of having people to lean on, learn from, and laugh with. As you step into this new season of opportunity and purpose, don't go it alone. Arm yourself with the power of prayer and surround yourself with a community that believes in you and the God you serve. Because when you combine unwavering faith with unbreakable community, that's when mountains start moving, seas start parting, and lives start transforming. Your prayers and your people, they're not just support systems. They're catalysts for miracles, launch pads for dreams, and fuel for your divine purpose. So pray bold prayers, build strong connections, and watch as your faith journey takes on a whole new dimension of power and purpose. As we wrap up this divine revelation, let's take a moment to let it all sink in. You've just been handed the keys to unlock your God-given potential, to step into a life of purpose that's been carefully crafted for you. But here's the million-dollar question. What are you going to do with this knowledge? You see, information without application is just entertainment. And let's be real, you weren't chosen to be entertained. You were chosen to make a difference, to leave an indelible mark on this world. So, let me challenge you. How will your life look different tomorrow because of what you've learned today? Will you continue to see your struggles as roadblocks, or will you recognize them as the training grounds they truly are? When faced with a challenge, will you shrink back in fear, or will you step forward in faith, knowing that you're being prepared for greatness? Think about the relationships in your life. Are you surrounding yourself with people who push you towards your divine purpose, or are you letting toxic influences hold you back? Maybe it's time to reevaluate your inner circle, to seek out a community that will pray with you, grow with you, and believe in you even when you struggle to believe in yourself. And speaking of prayer, how's your conversation with the Almighty? Are you treating God like a cosmic vending machine, or are you engaging in a real, raw, honest dialogue? What would happen if you committed to spending just 5 minutes each day in quiet reflection, listening for that still, small voice of guidance? Now, let's get really provocative. What if the life you're living right now is just a pale shadow of what God has in store for you? What if, by playing it safe and sticking to the status quo, you're actually robbing the world of the unique gifts you were meant to share? Are you willing to take that risk? As August approaches, bringing with it a wave of divine opportunities, where will you be? Will you be cowering on the shore, watching others ride the wave of destiny? Or will you be out there, surfboard in hand, ready to catch the ride of your life? The choice, my friend, is yours. But remember, with great knowledge comes great responsibility. You can't unhear this message. You can't unknow your purpose. The question is, will you rise to the occasion? I want you to do something right now. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and picture the life you could have if you fully embraced your divine purpose. Feel the excitement, the fulfillment, the joy. Now open your eyes. That life isn't just a fantasy, it's your birthright as one of the chosen ones. So, what's your next move? Will you let this video be just another fleeting moment in your day? Or will you let it be the catalyst for a total life transformation? The ball's in your court. But you don't have to go it alone. This channel is dedicated to equipping you with the tools, insights, and encouragement you need to walk in your divine purpose. If you're ready to continue this journey of faith, if you're hungry for more divine wisdom, then hit that subscribe button right now. And don't just stop there. Click that notification bell too. Because trust me, you don't want to miss a single nugget of truth that could be the key to unlocking your destiny. Remember, you're not just a random viewer, you're one of the chosen ones, and chosen ones, they take action. So subscribe, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and leave a comment below sharing one way you're going to apply this message to your life. Your journey to purpose starts now. Are you ready to answer the call? Thanks for watching.